It is my pleasure to introduce Caroline Rose Giuliani.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
We're excited to have you.
You guys look amazing.
Don't they?
Yes.
This is what I got to deal with. You're going to have 2 minutes to write down a sexy sexual experience. We're looking for sexy and positive.
I sat on her girlfriend from there on. They welcomed me into their relationship for 2 years. Being welcomed into love, yes, that's my shit.
Oh my goodness.
Is when all of my love language were spoken during sex. It isn't about a dick, it's about your partner.
Yes. You having fun?
I am.
We hang out. Okay.
Michelle, Lotus, sadly.
This one sucks.
It's Michelle. It's Michelle. It's Michelle. It's Michelle in love.
Michelle, can you come up? I know we talked in the red room today about us building a friendship.
Yeah.
And I'd like to continue that as friends.
Yeah. I have something for you. You talk about how you advocate Sam for yourself and everything. You speak up. Funny thing is, I always swear. I remember as I quote. I thought you should have to.
Stand for something.
You can have it.
Thank you.
Like, would you marry me? No, would you be my friend?
I will be your friend. I will be your friend. You will be my friend. I love you too.
Thank you.
Lotus.
Just need to catch my breath for a second.
I know. I always mess everything up around here. I'm out of words right now because I'm emotional, but you hang out a little longer.
Oh my God, Michelle. Honestly, I'm not. Oh my God, that's crazy.
What y'all missed though is a lot.
You do. You do.
And action!
Hello. Shaba McLaughlin here, your neighborhood-friendly lesbian with Coming Out for Love. And another intense, emotional, and loving elimination. I'm here with Michelle and Annabelle, who can't seem to stop licking the chocolate off of my hand. Michelle, how are you feeling in this moment?
I feel blessed. I bye-bye. I got to be here. Her too. I very emotional, very empowered. There's no word that can really explain how I feel.
I know having you here was like an extra present underneath the goddamn gay Christmas tree because you just brought so much light and love and knowledge and compassion that just seems to just electrify out of your body coming from your soul. And I just cannot thank you enough for the time that like you were here. Fuck. I want to thank you for your amazing interview that you had when you alerted people to problems that they weren't even aware of. Because I can't lie, before this, I have not really been, there's no one in my family, I can't say any of my MySpace top 8 friends come with that situation. It was such a wonderful reminder, without knowing it, throwing you in a gay box. Not even a gay box, but you know what I'm trying to say. That's
right.
Damn it.
That's right.
I'm sorry. And I love you, and you will be missed dearly. You too. We're gonna miss
She
you.
can feel your emotion.
Thank you, because I'm a cat dyke myself, but this is pretty nice. Safe travels to both of you, and I can't wait to see you at the reunion, wherever I can get the next glimpse of you. I'm looking forward to it.
I love you.
I love you. Please turn it off. That's a wrap. Cut. I'll say it. Fuck it. Cut.
Good evening, everyone. Hello. I like this pajama party, but make it sexy. It's working for all of you. It is my pleasure to introduce our next guest judge, a filmmaker, author, podcast host, actor, political activist, and unicorn who's right? Who seeks to shine a light on stigmatized subjects such as mental health and sexuality, Caroline Rose Giuliani.
Especially the Fred stuff. It was so good. Your version of, yeah, Fred Blood was so good.
She has spent her life in the public eye. Her writing ranges from think pieces to satire and has been published in Vanity Fair, McSweeney's, and several other notable publications. Please welcome Caroline Rose Giuliani. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
We're excited to have you.
You guys look amazing.
Don't they?
Yes.
This is what I got to deal with. I don't know. So Caroline, it's really interesting. We very rarely have the opportunity to speak to somebody who does come from the situation where they've grown up in the public eye. Based on your parents, they may have preconceived ideas of who you are and what you would be about. But in fact, that's a very, very different story.
Yeah, so I would love to share my coming out story with you.
Please, we would love it.
My journey has been a very drawn out, long one, and it's still sort of in process. But I was actually in the very privileged position of not fearing telling anybody that I was bisexual, like my friends, family. It really didn't surprise anybody because from the time I was very young, I always found myself in queer communities and really expressed a lot of passion for activism, for queer issues. And so when I told people, they were like, yeah. And at some point I realized that the label bisexuality felt a little bit challenging for me. And even though technically it's not a binary, it's, being attracted to one or more genders, I think people who are not super aware can hear it and think it just means one or the other. So I realized that the label pansexual was better for me because I'm really attracted to people based on their energy and like does not matter what their genitalia look like. If they're beautiful, that's gonna be beautiful to me. So coming out that with that term confused people a little bit more, and I found a little bit more pushback. I also wanted to come out as somebody who cares about talking about their sexuality and putting it out on the table. And that was a little bit more of a challenge because I was raised to kind of be very guarded and concerned about what you shared publicly, and know that, when you do that, you give people weapons to use against you. I then realized that like my creative life, that the core of it was my sexuality, and I really want to, use my story to help destigmatize these issues. Sometimes coming out is a one-time event, and sometimes it's a lifelong event. And for me, I'm still in the process of continually coming out because I'm trying to figure out if I'm polyamorous or monogamous, and I'm in a very serious period of transition. And so I just want people to understand that it's okay to keep growing and changing. And
we got you.
I just love that you brought up energy. We should bring energy and spirituality into queer spaces more often, because I think that queer people are actually super, super spiritually evolved, all of us. So just thank you for bringing that up.
Thank you.
Danae?
Yeah, I was gonna say I really resonated with the aspect of your talk, because I know myself, I started also with bisexual, and I also went to pansexual because I had a similar issue as you did. But now I'm not even sure if those fit me anymore, so I switched to queer. And then now I'm wondering even if I'm queer at all, if I'm leaning more towards woman-loving women entirely. And that I've been conditioned to be attracted to men based on society. So, yes, you're always coming out. And even just in daily life, you mentioned this earlier, you say my wife or my girlfriend in a workspace, in a coffee shop, in anywhere, you're coming out every day in little moments.
That's beautiful. Yeah, it's such an evolution. And I think if you try to cut it off, you close yourself off to so many connections,
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I think life is about, hopefully, is about evolving, right? You have your core essence, but then the more we're exposed to, the more we learn, the more people we meet, the places we travel, books we read, all of those things. I want to be touched and changed by these lessons as I move through life. I don't want to feel as though I am the same at 25 as I will be at 50. I'm not either of those ages.
Sure you're not 25.
No.
More 25.
Ghana, I saw that you had something to share.
Hi, I'm Ghana.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So I haven't come out yet, and I'm about to do that. I'm about to do that on the show.
Badass.
And I'm excited. I'm scared. A bunch of things. And I just wanted to ask you, what did you feel the first minute you came out to the world? How did you feel yourself? I just wanna get prepared.
Honestly, for me, I felt so celebrated, and I was very lucky to have that experience, And I think the more you express yourself, the more you find your people. So I think it's really brave and awesome that you're doing that, and congratulations.
Well, and that's the beauty of the chosen family, right? That in our community, we have that opportunity. It's something that came from necessity, that came from isolation and alienation, but has become this tremendous gift that we're able to share with our, kin, and just sort of welcome other people into the concept and realize how beautiful and how freeing it is to create a family where you are loved unconditionally for exactly who you are in that moment. What has been your experience as you've gone through this journey, this evolution between sort of the different sort of presentations of women who love women? Because obviously we have sort of the the ones that everyone's heard of, like the butch and the femme, and you know, and we say different things, masculine presenting, more feminine presenting,
Stem.
high femme, STEM, yes, STEM, all of them. How has your journey through that sort of complexity of our community, how has that been for you?
Even when I thought I was straight, like someone's appearance never really affected me. And I know that sounds like crazy, but like I was once like, there was this man who I found very ugly initially, and then I got to know him and I fell like deeply in love with him and found him to be like the most beautiful person. So
that's love.
So yeah, for me, but it doesn't really match up with like a lot of other people's experiences. So the fluidity of those like being able to, for me, present myself as different versions of myself is like a very freeing thing about the queer space. What about you guys?
Yes, Lotus.
It is freeing, but also right now, personally, like for me, I'm also going through a struggle where before I thought I had to dress super, super femme in order to get other femmes to be attracted to me, because growing up, looking at the screen, all I saw was white on white or brunette on brunette, blonde on blonde. So for me, I'm just like, I have to be super femme so that at least someone will be attracted to me. But now, navigating through my life, I dress as Lotus. And you're gonna love Lotus, you're gonna love Lotus sometimes in lingerie, or I'm going to sag my pants and then you're gonna love me regardless.
Yeah, the people I'm most attracted to are definitely the ones who are expressing themselves most authentically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen. Same.
And I can piggyback off that, like blocking out like predatory me, because I mean, I acknowledge my beauty. However, I don't want that for me. You know, that energy for me. I can pop my shit when I damn please. And everybody can tell me anything different. You also spoke about like monogamy and polygamy and stuff like that. I was definitely like gung-ho about like not believing monogamy at all, because I never seen it, never witnessed it. And so it's like, how can this person only love me, only see me?
Amber, I know that that's a journey, that has been a journey for you, and in your own coming out story as well. Would you mind sharing a little bit of that?
Yeah, my coming out story was almost 9 years ago on the internet. Yeah, I was feminine because I was a basketball player, and I felt like everybody kept labeling me as a lesbian, but I wasn't even sure of myself yet. So I dressed feminine, so then I didn't have to be that stereotype. And then I was like, wait, but I'm not getting girls that I am attracted to, right? So then, at nighttime, I would like literally kind of sneak out almost and like sag my pants a little bit, still had like a BB tank top on, but had the hat backwards, and I called myself a STEM. And then like I started talking about that on the internet. I was like, I'm not a stud or a femme, I'm a STEM. And I was like, I'm doing this, and I don't care what anybody else thinks, but femmes didn't know what to do with me, and studs wanted to fight me. Yeah, and so eventually, the more comfortable I became with myself and understood like the community, because I had no education before, the more that I dedicated myself to creating videos to help other people go through that journey and make it easier for them than it was for me.
And here you are today.
Yeah.
Thank you for being our first lead into this groundbreaking show.
I love to get salacious personally. So I would love to have a conversation about how these identities impact what actually happens in the bedroom and communication around that. I recently had an experience where I was with my first trans woman, and I was super nervous because I didn't know what she would want, and she was just amazing. She actually had a copy and paste thing that she sends to people that, she's considering sleeping with, about like where she likes to be touched and terms she likes to use, and so I'd love to open that up.
Should we all do that?
Yes, you always have to have a conversation first.
Yeah,
I know there's
absolutely.
touch me in the eye. You know, hey, don't touch me in this area.
Yeah.
Whatever. I would submit to a partner who makes me feel safe. I would get on my knees. But it's not, I'm dumb and all.
I always find that for women that present more as masc, in the outside world, there's often an expectation or femmes often think that means that they want to be sort of masculine in the bedroom
And strap on them. Or
yeah, exactly. Like they like, for example, they're only going to enjoy sex in the way that a straight male would, or and I find that really damaging actually to the community, because we are all women who self-identify as women that love women, and so however we dress or our presentation, yes, consent is important, communication, understanding, but also there's no sort of preordained way that you have to enjoy sex and intimacy because of how you choose to present yourself. I'm considered a very feminine woman, but I have a very strong personality and I've always been very sexual. And so within that framework, am more than happy to, people always talk about, well, are you top or are you bottom or are you this or are you that? And that's so reductive, I find, because we're capable of so much more than that,
And you don't know if you don't try things.
You don't know, and also it can change day to day and partner to partner. Women that present as masc, they may not have formed the most positive relationships with their own bodies because they're expected to kind of, walk a certain way and hold themselves a certain way. And so there's often a disassociation to, breasts or, things like that. And that can also be a beautiful journey in people's intimacy. And I use the word intimacy versus sex because while sex is amazing, I think one of the most special things about being in a loving woman relationship is the level of intimacy that it is possible to build between you, That level of trust, that skin-on-skin contact, you know what I mean? All of these things that build up until.
I recently had a situation where I tend to be a pretty sub, and I've been just connecting with all these people who want to be dominated, and I haven't really wanted to do it, but then I found this one guy who just he seems like he'd be perfect to dominate, and he's just the stereotypical everything, and I was with him in bed and trying to do it, but it was really hard. Sometimes it takes time and practice, and I found that I could do it over text. And I could build up to it, find the language over text, and then do it in the bedroom. So, yeah.
I definitely find within my own friend group and conversations and things, a lot of femmes or feminine presenting wanting to be more, not dominant, but proactive in the bedroom and pleasing their more masc presenting women. There's a want and a desire to, but there's a fear, there's an embarrassment that it won't be received properly, that it'll be the wrong thing, that it won't feel good, that they can't do it right because maybe their previous relationship was in a touch me not, which is also wonderful and beautiful and can be extremely satisfying. But I definitely find within my own social group that it takes femmes kind of a minute to build up confidence sometimes, but then when they do, it opens the relationship up, it opens up the sexual experience so much more because it's a whole world of pleasure, really untapped pleasure, because I feel a lot of more masculine presenting women never get oral. You know what I mean? They never get that kind of really slow, luxurious. Shaba's just shaking her head
Yeah, I was feeling really sad when you said that too.
I'm telling you. I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I've been having intimacy conversations very early in my dating relationships now.
Yeah.
Because I think communication is so powerful and so sexy in these situations. Of course, I don't want to kill the vibe. I don't be can I kiss you? I know that turns people off sometimes. But having a sex conversation that is very intimate.
It's part of the foreplay. It's really part of the foreplay.
Nice, Danae. I like that. Yeah.
Because you're talking about sex. I mean, it's literally so intimate.
And then you're imagining each other in those situations,
Yeah.
and then you know what the other person likes,
Yeah.
and then you get excited to do that thing, and it's great.
And we ask people like their food preferences when we date them. Like,
Right.
That's a great point.
sex with you.
I'm a huge believer in using your words and saying what you need.
And asking what the other person
And also asking and being receptive to what the other person needs. Absolutely.
You can't just be like, assume that woman likes penetration at all in general, and then like a certain way, just because every porno points that way. Like everybody's different,
Well, we all know
everybody's
who
different.
makes porno.
Yeah, most people don't even know all that there's an A G spot, a G G spot, a U, an O.
Okay, Amber.
I mean, hello?
Spell it.
Virgo does research. Lesbian Sesame Street. I love that. I love that.
Amazing.
I'm gonna put that in my bio
Amazing.
next time. And the host and the co-host of Lesbian Sesame Street. Now, you know I like to issue some challenges or activities. And as we have sexpert and writer Caroline Rose with us, we are going to ask each of you, you're going to have 2 minutes to write down a sexy sexual experience. It could either be something that you went into expecting it to be one way, it was different and it was great, or a sexual experience that fundamentally changed you in some way for the better. While we know that there's a whole spectrum of experiences in this particular instance, we're looking for sexy and positive. Please. You have 2 minutes, not 4, 2. And then Caroline will read them out anonymously. Amber will pick her favorite experience, and that person will win time with Amber. So make them good.
Guys, I'm sorry. When I'm saying to listen, I need for you guys to listen, not to adjust, not to go to the mirrors, not to do anything. Please listen, we're shooting very tight time schedule.
So, Amber, in the interest of fairness, would you mind sharing a snippet of your own experience?
Ooh, okay, so I'm not gonna tell you like a sex situation, but I was intimate with aggressive femme, and I was used to like always having to be the aggressor, so I had to adjust. And the way that she treated me was just like I was the most feminine I've ever felt in my life. And at first I was really awkward, and then over time, she got me to embrace myself in a way that I never did before. Like I was disassociated from my top. And then afterward, I'm like, ooh, I kind of like my boobs.
Love
and
that.
so, yeah, just having the right partner sometimes at the right time just brings something else out of you, so.
Thank you for sharing that. Yes.
Poker faces, everybody, right? Okay. I thought for the majority of my life that I couldn't orgasm internally. I was taught via pain and early sex that my body was broken. I gave up on it and would tell my partners to back off or not try. Then one night I was sleeping alone. I was having an erotic dream. My instinct and subconscious said that you can do it, and I was woken up by orgasming. That's awesome.
Ooh.
My first sexual experience was using a strap-on. I would have sex with women but ask and tell them to just eat me out because using a strap-on seemed too hetero until I dated a partner that wanted to use the strap-on, and now I always switch. Yes, that's switch.
Better switch.
Love that. I always wanted to be with a woman, but never had the balls to do it until I was in
At a bar
NYC.
in NYC, yeah.
Yeah. I had no idea.
That going into the bathroom.
I think this person got cut
And then
off.
we ran out of time.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I wish I could have heard
damn,
more
that's-
what
that was a
happened in
good start.
bathroom.
Yeah.
You having fun?
I am. I can write, but I can't read apparently, so. My most life-altering intimate experience is when all of my love language were spoken during sex. From the song, to the lighting, to the smell, to the extremely lengthy, specific, intentional foreplay. All my energetic G-spots were pushed, and I crumbled in the best, most sexy, deep, passionate way.
Well, someone needs to write erotica.
The first woman-loving woman I met opened up my eyes to the possibility of love and pleasure with women. She also proceeded to groom me for the next 4 years. It wasn't until I was with a partner who stopped and told me, "You're safe."
Yes. And that is also where it ends.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that very intimate story.
This is my first experience being welcomed into a relationship. I found this girl at a lesbian event, very sexy. I approached her and told her how hot she was, and she thanked me and pointed out her girlfriend and was like, "You should go tell my girlfriend that." I sat on her girlfriend from there. Wait.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I sat on her girlfriend from there on. They welcomed me into their relationship for 2 years. Being welcomed into love. Yes, that's my shit.
Oh my goodness.
Sexy. How you doing there, Amber?
Wow, it's hard.
Stories.
Yeah.
Awesome. I was opposite of having sex using a strap-on my entire life. I thought that it was too much for two women to have fun with, as I always loved femmes. Then my ex was a super femme, and we used it, and it was beautiful. It isn't about a dick, it's about your partner.
Yes.
Okay. That was good right there.
I realized I was intrigued when I had my first taste of a woman. Ironically, it was horrible, LOL. You know, it happens. You gotta keep trying.
Hey.
Wow, we went one way to the other real quick.
But I knew that it wasn't my first stop. It led me to continuing exploring myself and limits in the bedroom. I used passion fruits and cream too. Cliffhanger.
We were just getting started.
Last story. Sorry if I butchered anybody's. I'm doing my best.
You're doing wonderfully.
I went to my friend's party. After that was over, we hooked up in her room. The moment her hands touched my breast while she kissed me, I knew I wanted to take off my panties and give myself to her. When she placed her hands under my panties and slid her hand in my...
And it literally finishes.
I love these cliffhangers. You know, suspense. You gotta...
Jeez. Listen, they were all beautiful and amazing in different ways. They hit me in different ways because I want to choose that last one for like just taking me there, right? And then I want to choose the first one for finding their pleasure by themselves. The first one with the orgasm in the dream, wow, right? Also took me there. But I think the one that really hit me the most was the love languages, the full scene, the vibe, because I'm so, like, that's what you get if you are at my house. It's lighting, it's humidifying, it's candles, it's lighting, it's like all the things, and I'm trying to like give you an experience that you've never had. So I think it's that one for me.
And whose story was that? Which of you wrote that story? Come out.
You should have known.
Wow.
I really thought you were the one at the club. Me too. Wow, that was great, Sterls.
All right, Sterling, once again, you have been chosen.
Back to back.
And you will be given some extra one-on-one intimate time with Amber. So Caroline, you don't know this yet, but occasionally I get to be fairy godmother to all my beautiful fairies. Amber.
Yes.
I would like you to choose one of these women right now for a private date.
What?
Sterling already has her time.
Okay, I got that one. Wow, there's a few that I haven't got personal time with. Paulette, I think we need to see if the Bible's there. Is that cool? All right.
Snaps for that. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Ventusca, Osteonisus, Hera, Hermes, Icarus, Narcissus, Medusa, Epasos, Ashalalala, Susus, Minerva, Ecobubus. I love it when you couscous. Aphrodite, Ventusca, Osteonisus, Hera, Hermes, Icarus, Narcissus, Medusa, Epasos, Ashalalala, Susus, Minerva, Ecobubus. I love it when you couscous. Medusa, Epasos, Ashalalala, Susus, Minerva, Ecobubus. I love it when you couscous. Aphrodite, Ventuscus, Hera, Hermes, Icarus, I love Aphrodite, Ventuscus, Hera, Hermes, Icarus, I love it when you couscous. Love it when you couscous. Love it when you couscous. Couscous, couscous. Couscous, 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 love it, 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 I love it when you couscous. Love it, 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 I love it when you couscous. Love it, love, I love it, love, I love it when you couscous.
Caroline, welcome.
Queen.
Goddess?
Yes, all of it.
Queen, goddess, fairy godmother, all of the above for everyone here. But thank you, Caroline Rose, for being present in our Tribal Wisdom Room, where you have the awesome responsibility of helping guide Amber toward making the next right decision. So that she can continue to choose the women she feels that she has the most deepening connections with and hopefully find her one true love.
Yeah, help me out, girl.
How you feeling? Give me the update. What is it?
Okay, so my best friend popped on the show. I didn't even know about it. That was like a genuine shocker, right? We had our first kiss
Also
in that
super
challenge
gay.
yesterday.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course your friend or your ex or someone is in the group.
So she won the challenge yesterday, and she got the key right away. And then today I picked her
Anonymous story.
Wow. Yeah. So
Gotta feel like a lot.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to take it in. I am been waiting for one-on-one time so I can kind of understand the kiss from yesterday.
What was it like before you came on the show? Were you attracted to her? And
Always. Have you seen her? Yeah,
Yes.
always, but I don't cross that line ever. My friends are my friends. That's something I have to work on during this situation, which she kind of forced me into with what happened.
She kind of forced you into by being fly and sexy and wonderful and
coming up on the stage and kissing me and giving me a lollipop.
right,
Yeah.
and avataring you. And so every elimination ceremony, when Sterling gets a key, they get tangled. So one of her earrings or a chain she's wearing, it's a different piece each time.
Every time.
Will connect to Amber's hair.
oh my God,
It's a
amazing.
full
Every
moment.
single
That's awesome.
time.
Every single time. One thing that you don't know is that a surprise, a genuine surprise to myself and my best friend, is that she was on the show. I just picked her
Anonymously.
again. And last week she won the challenge, the catwalk challenge, and she came up from the stage and kissed me, which was our first time, and kind of broke this friendship.
How did that feel?
I was surprised and got all fluttery, so we'll have to explore that. But
Fluttery. Yes. We like fluttery.
Personally.
Yeah, but I was just really surprised that was who I chose again. She's winning back to back.
I mean,
Even
friendship
anonymously.
is a great basis for a relationship. My most healthy relationship I've ever had started as a friendship.
Oh, I love that too.
Yeah.
I love to build bonds because I feel like it just creates a dynamic that's just like intense in the way that I wanted to, because I need to be comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm not a
Trust
player.
is
I've
a
never had
huge
a one-night
thing for you.
stand. Oh,
Yeah.
I've never.
She just looks like a player.
I would say, one of the things I've found about the queer community, that has been really good for me is I feel like there's a little bit more fluidity with this, like, labels of friends, lovers, like, at least that's what my experience has been. So I would say don't be afraid to, explore that, because you're never gonna know if you don't explore it, right? I'm the type of person personally who, like, if something goes unexplored, then I think about it forever.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
I would agree
Are
with
you like that, or
Yeah,
what's your
definitely.
No, I'm not like that at all. I just feel like what's meant to be is supposed to be, and because we had a past where it didn't connect, like because of who else we were dating, I just was like, oh, this is where we're supposed to be. So I have to undo that in order to
But here you are
come in
now.
the mindset that you are talking about. So yeah,
I was going to say, and we'd love to hear if you have any particular
please.
favorites.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
this is
no,
all
come
about
on.
you.
No,
I mean,
We're
they're
here to
all
guide and
gorgeous.
advise.
No,
Activity.
that's gotta be all you, girl.
Wow, you're in here to help me.
She's just going to stir them all up and then leave you to deal with it.
I know, right? So I guess tonight I just have to focus on who I have the least amount of like vibe with.
Who's that? Do you have? Well, I guess you can't say. I don't know.
I know. I have a couple right now that I haven't been able to have that moment of vibe. So I kind of have to decide who I might have more of a chance with to maybe create that chemistry.
Yeah,
And
because
so I'm kind of going back and forth between two.
what I seem to be hearing from you is that you want the chemistry to be there with some of these women, but maybe it's not there to the extent that you know within yourself that you would need for a successful relationship moving forward. You have to really want that person and really have that intense connection and then be prepared to do the work, obviously. But I always say it's best to start from the most positive place possible.
Yeah, I'm not.
I have to steal you away.
Okay, let's do it.
So Amber, the women don't know, but tonight you will be eliminating one.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, instinct.
Your gut knows, for
Yeah,
sure.
I would say that listening to your gut is a time-honored tradition. The tribal wisdom room approves of.
Instinct. Animal instinct.
There you go, animal instinct, it's true.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, welcome to this week's elimination. Amber, tonight you will be eliminating one woman. Amber, inside this chest are 8 keys. Who will you be giving your first key and the opportunity to continue on the journey to opening your closet?
The back-to-back winner, Sterling. Back-to-back. One, I saw you, and the next, like, you just, you protected it this time. Yeah, the other was anonymous, and you still out here.
Yeah.
Killing
Happy
it.
to be here. Thank you.
The next person, we decided to have a date. So, Anna Paulette. I picked a red for your lipstick that you always put on my face. Can we accept this key so we can go on our date? All right, good. Danae? I learned that keeping you waiting builds your anxiety, so I gotta put you up the list a little bit higher.
Thank you.
Wait, take this key.
Absolutely.
Okay. I literally saw you right there having a panic attack. Connor. My sexy self up here, girl. Oh. I can't say anything. Please get this key.
Thank you. Ooh. Did you just get a booty rub? Did you just get a booty rub? That's what happened, right?
Elimination, booty elimination rubs. It's a new thing.
I'm saying.
It's trending.
They're coming for you.
Did everybody get out?
I did.
Guilty.
There, see, confirmed.
Okay. Oh, great. I have one.
You have one.
Wow. Adore. We haven't been able to catch our vibe, but I look forward to it. Will you stay a little bit longer?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Very good. That's all I have to say. Valid. I want to talk later with you, and hopefully we have some more one-on-one, so we can kick it a little longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would be.
How many?
There are 2 keys left. If you do not receive a key, we are sorry, but you will have been eliminated.
Ladies, I love y'all. And that's all I have to say. Jess.
I would like to formally introduce Chef Betty C. Berry-Smith.
Today we're going to make banana pudding.
And Amber, what did you say when you found that out?
That's my favorite.
You will each have the exact same 15 ingredients to choose from, and then 45 minutes to complete your version. Sexy banana pudding.
I'm so impressed.
Oh,
Oh my God. This is hard.
It is.
Wow. You should have led with that on day 1.
Yeah, I didn't know what to say.
So if you don't mind taking off your clothing,